This pre-workout. Oh my God, guys, where do I even begin? Gotta let it burn. What's going on, my fellow stim junkies? Hope everybody's having a wonderful week. Hope you guys are ready to go into this weekend, crush your goals, chase your dreams, and have the most epic High Stim Saturday and High Stim Sunday workouts. Speaking of High Stim Saturday and High Stim Sunday, I have a pre-workout that fits that very category here today, guys. And what I'm going to be talking about is the all new God Mode pre-workout from WXN Labs. Yeah, guys, this right here is another high stim illicit pre-workout that comes to us from Poland. Surprise, surprise. It seems like all the crazy hitters, all the illicit stim junkie pre-workouts come from Poland. And as somebody who's half Polish, it makes me very, very proud. I'd like to start off the video by thanking WXN Labs for sending this tub right here out to me for review. I greatly appreciate it, but that doesn't change the fact that High Stim Ace will always keep it straight, 100% objective, 100% honest, because you, my audience, come first and you matter to me more than anybody else. So the flavor we have here is Sinful Apple, and as far as I know, it is the only flavor they currently have. This is still a relatively new pre-workout. It's been out for about a month and a half, something like that. And it took me a little while to get it here to me, and I wanted to run it a couple of times just to be sure before I come on here and tell you guys, okay, this is the next hyped pre-workout you guys all got to get. You guys know how this works, right? Something new drops and the reviewers are going to hype it up if it warrants to be hyped. And a lot of guys will pick up the first batch because sometimes they change the ingredients, it doesn't hit the same anymore, etc., etc. You guys know how this game works. I don't have to tell you, but I made sure to run this one 3 times just to get an objective feel of it, to see how it really works. Is it consistent throughout? And I'm going to break down my entire experience today, guys, after breaking down this label and telling you what I think. Does this label translate into the most epic gym experience? Let's talk about it. So the flavor we have here is Sinful Apple, and I gotta say it's a pretty solid flavor. I think it's the only flavor they have currently. They might have a little bit more down the line, who knows? But for the time being, Sinful Apple is the one flavor they have, and I gotta say, it's pretty good. It's actually kind of mild and uneventful, which is a good thing when it comes to high stim pre-workouts, because the really, really memorable ones, it's usually not a good reason that they're memorable, all right? Let's leave it at that. So uneventful flavor, goes down pretty easy, actually on the natural green apple flavor side, but there is a little slight burn afterwards, and it might have to do with one of the ingredients in there. You're gonna feel a little bit of an itchiness, but nothing too crazy. Really, really, for the amount of stimulants that come in this package, it's a very, very minimal effect, and it's definitely worth chugging down quickly. So we do get 25 servings in here, which is incredible in this day and age. So they're taking the Dark Labs route. Dark Labs usually does provide 25 servings per container for most of their pre-workouts. And I'm sure that these guys here are striving to be the next Dark Labs, just like the good folks over at Legit Pre. And yeah, that's very good. I'm happy about 25 servings. It's very nice. One scoop will yield 15.3 grams, and I did weigh it out all 3 times, and a slightly heaped scoop comes out to 16 grams. So always make sure to weigh out your pre-workouts, your stimulants, and everything else you guys are taking in the gym. It doesn't cost a lot of money, guys. It's 12, 13, 14 bucks on Amazon. Get yourself a digital scale. You're spending all this money on high stim pre-workouts. Get you a scale and do it right. Let's begin with the label, guys. We have 7 grams of L-citrulline. Really, really solid for a crazy high stim hitter that we have here. 7 grams of citrulline is going to give you incredible pumps. It's definitely higher than your average dose of citrulline. Usually you'll get anywhere from 4 to 6 grams, but in these high stim pre-workouts, usually you don't get that much citrulline. So 7 grams is great. It's going to give you the pumps. It's going to keep the blood flowing, and it's really going to enhance your overall performance in the gym. Beta-alanine at the clinical 3200, agmatine sulfate for more pumps. Wow, really, really nice. You know, I actually think this is the first time I'm noticing that on the label. I've never noticed that for some reason. I guess I just kind of skimmed through it straight to the good stuff, but yeah, that's nice. 1,000 milligrams of agmatine sulfate. So it makes sense why the pumps on this are really good. Oops, I spoiled it. But anyway, we continue with L-tyrosine at 1,000 milligrams for the focus to really tunnel you in on the mission at hand. We got lion's mane extract at 500 milligrams. Really, really nice. I've really come around to lion's mane. I used to have an love-hate relationship with it, but I really learned to like lion's mane, and 500 milligrams is a great dose. Sometimes when you overdo it, 800 milligrams to 1,000 milligrams, in my experience, it could upset my stomach a little bit. I don't know about you guys, but 500 milligrams is a good, solid dose. Next up, we do have the caffeine anhydrous at 300 milligrams, very good. And phentyl dimethylamine citrate comes in next. That is Riogenesis, 250 milligrams. And next up, guys, 2-amino isoheptane, that good old lab mate synthetic grade DMHA, coming to us at 250 milligrams. So the question is this the yum yums, the good DMHA that we all know and love, or is this that overseas trash? We shall see. We have L-norvaline at 250 milligrams. And next up, guys, this is the ingredient that sets this apart from all the other pre-workouts that have come to us in the past couple of months. 2-amino 4-methylheptane HCl, 150 milligrams. That is DMBA. And that's an ingredient that you don't see utilized in many, many pre-workouts. It's really rare in this day and age. You have it in Crack Barbarian, which I did review. You guys can watch it on the reviews playlist. You have it in the Euphoria pre-workout from Star Labs, and maybe 1 or 2 more pre-workouts, but you don't really see DMBA all that often anymore. It's really rare, really hard to find, and man, is it good to have it in here, because that, on label anyway, is what is going to set this pre-workout apart from all of its competitors. Caffeine citrate, 50% yield, 150 milligrams. Dicaffeine malate, 75% caffeine yield, 100 milligrams. Nupept, 30 milligrams. I think these guys are trying to get the FDA to come after them. You got DMHA, you got DMBA, and now you have Nupept in here? My God, these guys are going to have a target on their backs. But yeah, well, we're going to talk about the experience in one moment, guys. Lastly, the final ingredient, which really brings this entire package together, this entire beautiful package together, is Rewolfia, known as Alpha-O, at 1.5 milligrams. Before I break down my experience running this pre-workout 3 times over the past few weeks, don't forget to drop the like on this video, comment down below to help Ace get into the YouTube algorithm, share the channel with a fellow stim junkie or a fitness enthusiast, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, hashtag road to 1,000. There will be an epic giveaway, guys. Once we near the 1,000 subscriber mark, I will release details of that special giveaway. My God, where do I even begin? This here is an experience. This will take you on a journey. It is a magical journey, full of illicit euphoria, mood elevation, aggression, strength output, a crazy, dialed in, illicit type of focus, but in the best possible manner. This is one of those pre-workouts to take on a day where you're feeling exhausted, unmotivated, you have no energy. You guys know it's hot as hell out these days, and a lot of times I come home from work after driving all day and I'm exhausted. I feel dehydrated despite the fact that I've been drinking the entire day, and I just don't feel like going to the gym, if I'm being honest. It's kind of difficult right now when I'm transitioning to summer mode. It takes me a little while, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are dealing with the very same dilemma. But man, I came home from work today. Today is Thursday. You guys are watching this on Friday. But I had a long day. I was driving the whole day. It was hot as hell out here. And man, I had no motivation to go to the gym whatsoever. And I said, you know what? Screw it. I don't care if it's a weekday. I'm going to run a super illicit today. Now, keep in mind, I ran this one twice prior, so I already knew what to expect. But today, if I'm being honest, I was very much zoned in and introverted. Didn't feel like talking to anybody in the gym. Didn't feel like being chatty and doing sets with my bros or anything like that. I wanted to put the music, focus, do what I got to do, and come right back home. It's just one of those days, and that's completely fine. The very first time I took this pre-workout, I actually trained with a good friend of mine. Shouts out to my buddy Steve, who I always train with at the gym. And we hit this pre-workout together exactly a week ago. We were in the gym for, I think, close to 3 hours, which was freaking ridiculous. We were hitting back and biceps that day. Surprisingly, the same thing I hit today. And when I tell you that this pre-workout puts you in such an incredible mood. It gives you such positive energy. Literally in less than 10 minutes, you're going to start feeling a buzz and illicitness come about. And that mood elevation, which is in the background, is going to lock in and morph into a crazy dialed in focus. You're going to be zoned in with blinders on, and you're not going to want to stray left or right. You're just going to want to focus on your mission, pushing those weights, using the force of gravity, and growing stronger with each and every passing set. It is a beautiful pre-workout, and everything just works so perfectly. There are stages to this, guys. The mood elevation a couple of minutes in, and at that 7-8 minute mark, you're suddenly thinking to yourself, okay, this isn't a regular pre-workout I consumed just now. There's something in here, and I'm sure, 100% sure, that this has everything it claims on label. The DMHA and Oriogenesis provide such an incredible feel-good happiness and almost a euphoria. I wouldn't say it's a full-on euphoria, but it's really darn close as you can get to it. Now, within that 15-minute mark, that is when the good feeling you have is going to morph into that focus. That's when the DMBA comes in, and you're just going to be so zoned in and so dialed in. So when I was training with my buddy Steve last week, we were training together, no music, and we were hitting the sets. I was teaching him a couple of stuff. He was teaching me a couple of stuff. That session was absolutely legendary. We were motivating each other, pushing each other, and training to failure. I was sweating. I was going nuts. I felt strong. I felt happy. I felt motivated. I was sweating. I was drenched in sweat, and so was he. The pumps were next level crazy. Absolutely vein-splitting, bloody pumps, and it does have to do with that 7 grams of citrulline and the 1 gram of agmatine sulfate. Really, really comes through together, and it's rare to have a pre-workout that is high stim like this with DMHA and DMBA and alpha-yo, and also provide crazy nasty pumps. Speaking of alpha-yo, that does come in at about the 20-25 minute mark, and you're suddenly going to feel a rush of aggression. It's not the angry kind of aggression, it's the good kind of aggression where you're challenging yourself and seeing how much further can I take this experience? Can I push harder than I did the previous set? Can I go and do more reps, more sets, higher weight? You're going to challenge yourself, and you're not going to want to stop, man. You're not going to want to put the weights down and go home. I'm telling you, when me and my buddy were training last week, we were there for 3 hours, and I didn't want to go home, and neither did he, but we ended up hitting the sauna, and we parted our ways afterwards. But man, that was one hell of a crazy experience. I did run it one more time after that, and one more time today. So I already knew what to expect, but like I said, today, I wasn't feeling social. I had a long day at work. I wanted a little bit of peace of mind, and I did run into a couple of friends of mine in the gym. I chatted a little bit, but today I was very much reserved to myself and enjoying my music. I felt really happy in the gym, and the experience was almost identical to the time that I did run it with my friend, but I was more in a bubble because when it's just you and the music and the weights, it really puts you in the bubble. You also have the Noopept in there, which does tend to do that. So this label's crazy, guys. Just think about it. DMHA, DMBA, alpha-yo, Oriogenesis, Noopept. I mean, holy crap, guys, this label is freaking crazy. And I'm telling you, you feel it. I still feel it. It's already been hours since I finished my workout. I'm already showered and here at home relaxing, recording this review, and I'm still buzzing. I'm high as a kite, guys, and I'm not afraid to admit it. This thing is incredible, and I'm going to ride this out probably until I pass out. All in all, if you're looking for the next illicit high stim hitter, something that is best taken once a week on High Stim Saturday, High Stim Sunday, or whenever you guys like to run your illicits, God Mode is the pre-workout for you. And I'm telling you, I don't know if they're going to change the formula. I hope not. They're based in Poland, so regulations tend to be a little bit looser over there. They don't have to worry as much about the FDA, but you never know. You never know. So if you want to pick this up, you can head over to their official website and use discount code ACE10. I'm going to link all the information in the video description below. Going to leave a comment and pin it as I always do. And they also do have very affordable shipping. It's about $12 or $13 to ship from Poland, which is pretty crazy. If you're ordering from a lot of other vendors from the UK or whatever, they charge you $25, $30 to ship, which again, that is just the prices that they charge. But Over here, WXN Labs charges you $12 to $13, which is very fair, very affordable, and they get it to you pretty quickly. So all in all, great vendor, great experience, and I know there's a lot of hype around this pre-workout, and for good reason, because this thing is worth it. This thing is special. It's illicit as all hell, but there's no negative side effects, no appetite suppression, no jitters, no cracked out tweaky feeling like some of the other illicits that I've reviewed in the past. A lot of benefits, a lot of positives, and just one hell of an incredible experience. I do have to touch upon one little thing, of course, and that is the Stimmy Willy meter. Of course, you guys know that when you take the illicits, a lot of times there's a chance that there might be a little bit of shrinkage down there. And this one definitely delivers the full Stimmy Willy experience. Shrinkage at 100% and delayed urination, and you feel like you have the urge to go to the bathroom regularly, but when you're actually at the bathroom, you're going to be standing for 2 minutes and nothing's happening. So that, of course, to me, is an indicator that this does have the goods in it. This does deliver on everything it promises. And I know for a fact from the focus aspect of it, that tunnel vision focus, that there is 100% DMBA in here, and it is a special, special kind of experience. Not to be ran regularly. Once a week tops. For me, it's going to be more like once or twice a month. But you guys make your own decisions. We're all adults here. We're all responsible, but we're utilizing these pre-workouts to better ourselves. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this review. I hope you enjoyed it. And man, if you guys tried this one out, then let me know in the comments down below. I want to hear from you guys. Tell me your experience. What do you think of this pre-workout? Are you contemplating picking it up? Let me know, because I love hearing from each and every one of you guys. I love engaging in the comments, and I'm always, always responsive. And speaking of always engaging and being responsive, follow me on Instagram, guys, at High Stim Ace. I'm posting stories constantly. I post a lot of exclusive Instagram-only content, and I'm always available, and I always, always engage with the community. So Instagram, at High Stim Ace. If you guys found this video to be beneficial to you, don't forget to show your support by liking this video, commenting below, sharing the channel, and most importantly, guys, subscribe to High Stim Ace right here on YouTube. I will see you guys next time for the next High Stim pre-workout review. Take care, everybody. High Stim Ace, signing off.